I was born in a 2-bedroom board house at 56 Cumberland Road in a Spanish town, just down the road from the Grassyard Market. My father is still a farmer and my mother is a retired civil servant who sent the two of us, me and my sister, to school on a civil servant salary. I never born with no gold spoon in my mouth. I know what it is to go school and not have no lunch money. But my parents teach me pride. My parents said don't beg and don't make nobody know when you're in need. And I never beg none of them, not yet.
Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing fine, and if you're not doing fine, please do fine. Now, many voters have been maneuvered and deceived and lied to voting leaders because of the word "I come from a poor background," and it's for these reasons that much and more of our economies are now falling, and these leaders have taken to the advantage because you voted them because thinking they are poor just like you, or they pass through the same problems as you. But we all know they own a lot of billion companies. So let's watch this video and see how much we've really messed ourselves to voting some leaders who have not delivered because of the word "I come from a poor background." Please, this is a very informative video. Please do not consider skipping. Thank you so much.
I grow in Jamaica. I went to school in Jamaica. I studied my law finals in Jamaica. I've only ever worked in Jamaica.
That's right.
And the truth of the matter is that my parents were also servants of the people. My father came to Jamaica from the UK in 1953, and he never left. He established the Mona Rehab Center, which is now named after him after his death in 1996, which is the only facility of its kind in the English-speaking Caribbean for persons with disabilities. My wife and my youth then. My wife is a beautiful empress. Me and my brethren Natty, a par, and you know, Mr. Tuna, he knew her first actually, and she and a friend, and we said we were going on a date. And then they say, all right, then we'll come with me, you know. And we end up at Turntable Club off the Red Hills Road, yeah. And I want to tell you, we see her the kind of like, although she was really more with him and me with the next one, I really, she really like. So happened that night, them had a little dance competition. And we see her move and we say, yeah, she can dance good enough. So me never really rate myself as a dancer. But we said, I'm going to try do a thing, because most of the people in there were kind of the old, you know, wasn't, yeah. So, me and her dance and we end up win a prize. Yeah. Dinner for two at Paul's 104 on Harbour Street. Yeah. So we said, all right. And a couple of weeks later now, me and she go down there and we had our lunch and thing, and one thing lead to another, you know. And here we are, you know. So, yeah. And you know, we have 3 beautiful kids, and yeah, so I don't really feel like nothing. Feel any way about who I am. A person don't choose who they are. You're born to who you are, right? What you choose is how you live your life. Right? The choice is how you make in life.
I was born in a 2-bedroom board house at 56 Cumberland Road in a Spanish town, just down the road from the Grassyard Market. My father is still a farmer and my mother is a retired civil servant who sent the two of us, me and my sister, to school on a civil servant salary. I never born with no gold spoon in my mouth. I know what it is to go school and not have no lunch money. But my parents teach me pride. My parents said don't beg and don't make nobody know when you're in need. And I never beg none of them, not yet.
Hello, now, we all know that the politics of the black countries are now becoming, how can even I term it? There is no word to explain that, because it has been full of deception, it has been full of lies, it has been full of intrusives. Now, most blacks have been lied to, and most black politicians have found a chance to lie to the voters that they come from poor backgrounds and that they should be voted. Now, it's not only the case happening in Jamaica. Now, we've seen cases happening in Africa too, like in the country I'm coming from, Kenya. Now, the president lied to people, came out and said how he has grown in a poor background, how he is a hustler, how he has been struggling to make ends meet until then. So he should be voted in because he understands the problems of the people. Now, whatever we see is increased taxes, bad governance, corruption, and all that. They have been on the rise. Now, all he makes is foreign trips and all that. And this is not the opposite. It's exactly the same thing happening in Jamaica. Some people may deny, but these black politicians we vote in, those that we call leaders, and they are not, because a leader is someone who should lead with good morals, who should lead knowing that he was elected to that position and he should have the interest of the people at heart. Now, this is not the different. There is no different with whatever is happening in Jamaica. Now, the Prime Minister really lured the Jamaicans into voting him into power, and the opposition leader is using the same method to capture votes for himself. Now, the Prime Minister said that he comes from a poor background. Now, the family really struggled to make to where they are today, and so that the Jamaicans should take it as to their advantage and vote him because he understands the problems of the common Jamaicans. And guess what? He was elected and given a chance. But maybe it has not gone that well because there are so many Jamaicans complaining about high crime rates, high insecurity rates, and high unemployed rates, and all that bad things that we know are happening in our black countries. Now, just to say this in black and white, it's that we should not be lured by whatever background a person had in his childhood. That does not change the people they will be. That, however, will never ever change the people they are, because if they don't have the people's interest at heart, even if he came or she came from a poor background, it won't help. Now, let's judge and vote for leaders according to according to their track records, according to how they have been debating, according to what they have done, and according to what they really stand for their manifestos. Let's not vote people for the sweet words, for those deceptive words that they come out in during the election eras and give them to us. We feed them like honey, then they come out as bitter bile. Now, let's say in this case, it's not only in Jamaica and in Kenya where deceptions have been used to elect some people into power. Now, this is really happening in so many countries. It's not just a case in Jamaica or in Kenya. We've seen it happen in other African countries, which I won't name them for security purposes. Then there are those countries in the Caribbean also experiencing the same. Now, there are these leaders who come and say how much they have struggled to reach there, and it's like they want a reward for their struggle to where they are today, and it's like they are demanding to be rewarded by a position, like by a topmost position in that country. And we, the people, have always been deceptive. We've always accepted these lies. We've always accepted whatever they are selling to us. We've always bought their lies, and this is whatever has messed our countries. Now it's high time we don't buy all these bad and rotten ideas of theirs, that they have been poor, they have been struggling with life, so let's try them with power. And there is no bad thing like giving someone who has struggled so much power, because they come with all that greed and want to grab everything that they see around. Now what happens when you show a hungry man food? What happens when you show someone who has been fasting for 7 days some food? Do you think he will leave it for you? No, he will grab everything because he feels like it is not enough. This won't be enough because he has been missing it a lot. So let's just be careful how we want to elect our leaders. Let's not be deceived too much into electing leaders because they are hustlers, they have struggled too much. Now, their struggles have nothing to do with elections. Their struggles should not be a driving point for them to be elected. They should be elected. They should come with manifestos that we are going to do this, this and that. So that if when not delivered, the people might have something to show off and say, no, you said you'll do this and that. Not because we elected you because you came from a poor background. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate. Let's be wise on how we vote. Big time, my black people. Big time everyone who is watching this video. I love you so much.